Hey everybody, welcome to Mind Blown. Today we're going to go on how to build a healthy romantic relationship. Make sure to watch until the end, because this one would let you know about building healthy romantic relationships now, and things to keep in mind as you navigate them. All romantic relationships go through ups and downs, and they all take work, commitment, and a willingness to adapt and change with your partner. But whether your relationship is just starting or you've been together for years, there are steps you can take to build a healthy relationship, even if you've experienced a lot of failed relationships in the past, or have struggled before to rekindle the fires of romance in your current relationship. You can find ways to stay connected, find fulfillment, and enjoy lasting happiness. Every relationship is unique, and people come together for many different reasons. Part of what defines a healthy relationship is sharing a common goal for precisely what you want the relationship to be and where you want it to go. And that's something you'll only know by talking deeply and honestly with your partner. However, there are also some characteristics that most healthy relationships have in common. Knowing these basic principles can help keep your relationship meaningful, fulfilling, and exciting, whatever goals you're working towards or challenges you're facing together. Many couples focus on their relationship only when there are specific, unavoidable problems to overcome. Once the issues have been resolved, they often switch their attention to their careers, kids, or other interests. However, romantic relationships require ongoing attention and commitment for love to flourish. As long as the health of a romantic relationship remains important to you, it will require your attention and effort. And identifying and fixing a small problem in your relationship now can often help prevent it from growing into a much larger one down the road. The following tips can help you preserve that falling in love experience and keep your romantic relationship healthy. 1. Have a purpose. In many cases, dating people end up falling into a committed relationship out of a sense of inertia, and couples may end up living together even when they are unsure if they belong together. Someone may end up deciding to move in and maybe eventually marry their partner simply because they have already spent a significant amount of time together and established a bond. This can happen even when one or both partners are convinced that they are not necessarily well suited to each other at the start of the relationship. Blind love can prevent individuals from acknowledging possible issues and personality clashes. It can also make them think that no matter how bothersome some of their new partner's behaviors might be, these will likely change with time. As a result, if people took more time to do some soul searching before committing to a relationship, they might be able to avoid entering a situation that will prove unsatisfactory for both partners in the long run. A potential partner's goals and values in general all speak to their long-term compatibility with you. A relationship with purpose means not just searching for someone who gives you butterflies, but also someone whose goals and values align with your own. Someone who isn't just cute and fun, but with whom you can also build your life. How to have a relationship with purpose. Honesty that creates trust. Trust is the basis for relationships. Trusting yourself is key and must come first. If you have unresolved attachment wounds or trauma due to destabilizing relationships in the past, you will not trust yourself and your choices, and you could end up picking with a broken picker. When looking for a partner, you want to know how to understand best if they are trustworthy. Transparency takes time, and building trust takes time. Both partners are ready to be in a relationship. You both must be ready to want to be in a relationship. And again, this means healing from past trauma, childhood, or relationship issues. Otherwise, you may find that childhood wounds will be triggered, leading to negative emotions and unproductive behaviors. The willingness to negotiate or compromise. For a balanced relationship to grow, you must both be willing to negotiate or compromise. It doesn't mean that you give up what's important to you. Instead, you need to be prepared to understand each other and be willing to co-create solutions for challenges as they arise together. Self-awareness. Self-awareness means both partners know who they are and what they want and need out of a relationship and life in general. With this, it will be easy to have a long-term relationship. Similar values. To minimize conflict in relationships, having general compatibility with values, money, religion, monogamy, parenting, travel, and how you want to spend your downtime is key. It doesn't mean that you must think the same about everything. However, to minimize conflict in the future, it is ideal for determining your must-have values. 2. Communication is key. Healthy relationships include open and honest communication. Communicating well with your partner can strengthen your relationship and help you overcome any challenges. Opening up to your partner can take trust, time, and practice. Speaking up about what you think, feel, and need is an essential part of any relationship. Open communication is necessary when it comes to building and maintaining a healthy relationship. And in a long-term relationship, transparent relationship, constructive communication is essential when solving conflict, since no interpersonal bond ever comes truly free from conflict. The possible reasons for conflict in a romantic relationship can vary widely, with unmet expectations, financial difficulties, the distribution of responsibilities, parenting styles, and jealousy, among others. Unresolved conflicts and the stress associated with conflict put even the most satisfying relationship at risk. Managing and resolving conflict is complex and can itself be a significant source of stress. So what is the best way to communicate? Ask open-ended questions. Instead of asking yes or no questions, try asking more open-ended questions. It allows them to share more. Keep in mind that not everyone opens up very quickly. Be patient with your partner if they are not sharing all the time. Ultimately, the more you get to know your significant other on a deeper level, the more open and honest you may be with each other, and honesty breeds trust. Pick up on nonverbal cues. If your partner says, "My day was fine," but their tone sounds irritated, upset, or angry, then there may be something else that they're feeling but not yet ready to communicate. Communication is not just about the words we say, but also how we tell them. Our tone and attitude give away a lot more than just the words coming out of our mouths. And it's honestly a skill to be able to pick up on those nonverbal cues. Look at your partner's facial expressions. Their hands, are they trembling? Their body language, are they making eye contact? Are they crossing their arms? And listen to their tone of voice. Don't try to read their mind. Sometimes you can tell just by looking at someone what they may be feeling. It's not always easy to do this, and let's face it, as much as we want to be mind readers, we aren't, and shouldn't have to be. So if you're not sure what your partner is feeling, ask them. Conversations are a two-way street. As you communicate with your partner, take note of how many times you say I, you, or we. If the conversation is mostly about yourself, it's not a conversation. Remember to turn it back to your partner and ask questions about how they feel, their thoughts, and what's going on with them. 3. Make time for romantic gestures. When was the last time you made time for a romantic evening with your significant other? We mean real, intentional, thoughtful effort around meaningful, one-on-one time with your partner. There's no better time to prioritize a little low-lighting and sweet-talking in your relationship. We know how crazy life can get, though, so we turned to some experts on love and life for tips. While showing your love for someone in a romantic way, be surprising to them. It is undoubtedly excellent. Relationship experts say that the actual acts of love are the ones we show every day. Unlike the glorious kind, these small natural gestures are the glue that holds a relationship together. Here are 8 specific suggestions on how you can create time and space for romance. Designate device-free time. Our obsession with our phones has been known to put a damper on our relationships, so it makes perfect sense that putting down those devices is an essential step in making romance happen. It is essential that you and your partner set aside time to turn off both of your phones. With these distractions hidden away, you'll more easily find opportunities for romance, even in the most mundane moments. Celebrate anniversaries. You may have thought that celebrating monthly anniversaries was the stuff of middle school courtship, but think again. Creating an occasion around a particular date for you and your significant other each month, whether tied to your wedding, anniversary, or the date of your first kiss, will help keep romance at the forefront of your relationship. Embrace gratitude. Each partner should find 3 things they are grateful for each day about their partner and share them with them. Whether it's gratitude for working hard, cleaning up the house, or taking care of the children, complimenting your loved one increases positivity in the relationship, and that positivity sets the stage for romance to come more naturally. Go to bed at the same time every night. If you're an early bird and your partner prefers to stay up late into the night, it's time to find a healthy compromise on bedtimes. When you're constantly on different sleep schedules, you miss out on opportunities to connect one-on-one. It's hard to be physically intimate if you aren't in the same place. Even if you don't have sex, you can touch and cuddle. Couples encouraged to use the pre-snooze time to reconnect every single night. Make a habit of meaningful pillow talk for at least 20 minutes each evening. 1. Respect and show respect to your partner. Respect means that you recognize that your partner is a whole person and not just a way to get something you want. It means that you know your partner has different experiences and opinions from you, and that's okay. Respect isn't about controlling someone or making them do what you want them to do. Respect is actually about the freedom to be yourself and to be loved for who you are. There are 6 ways that you can show your partner respect. Demonstrate trust. Trust is essential in any relationship, even non-romantic ones, but it means a lot more than believing that your partner won't cheat on you, and feeling trust isn't nearly as powerful as showing that you trust your partner with your actions. Be mindful of how you communicate. Everyone disagrees sometimes, and that's okay. When you do, don't disappear or shut down communication. At a minimum, tell your partner that you're upset and need some time to cool down and process your thoughts before you talk. This way, they don't feel like you're disappearing on them or ignoring their feelings. Be reliable and accountable. When you make plans, follow through. Don't say yes to dinner you're not sure you'll be able to go to. Instead, be accountable. Keep a calendar and check it when you and your partner are making plans. Don't say you'll call and then don't. Instead, set a reminder on your phone. Being dependable respects your partner's time and emotional energy. Appreciate your differences. Part of what makes relationships awesome is the differences. Your partner can help you see the world from a new perspective. Even if you don't ultimately change your mind, you can show your partner you appreciate them by going to their baseball game or art show, even if you would never set foot in a baseball stadium or art gallery otherwise. 2. Give each other space. Although spending quality time with your loved ones is essential, it is as important to spend quality time on our own and allow partners to do the same. Too much closeness can make a relationship feel like a trap. And taken to an extreme, if a partner gradually isolates their partner from friends, family, and activities that they enjoy, could even be a mark of emotional abuse. Every healthy relationship needs space from time to time. Giving ourselves space that is separate from our relationship allows us to maintain individuality still. Having physical space or uninterrupted time to ourselves will enable us to pay closer attention to our emotions. Sometimes space is necessary to realize our needs and how we can best take care of ourselves, separate from our relationships. Here are some ways that we can still prioritize our individual space within our relationships. Communicate with your partner. To create space in your relationship, you will need to communicate with your partner openly. Discuss with them when, how, and why you may need periods to yourself. By being honest and upfront about your needs, your partner will know how they can accommodate you. Schedule time for self-care. Consider how you can take part in self-care on your own in a fulfilling and rejuvenating way for you. Perhaps you want to find time in the mornings to go on solo walks and practice mindfulness, or maybe you want to devote some nights to yourself to journal or read at night, instead of always watching TV shows with your partner. Scheduling time for self-care means prioritizing your well-being to be a better partner in your relationship. It's not selfish, it's necessary. Set boundaries. Part of what makes up a healthy relationship is setting boundaries with your partner. We can set many different types of limitations, but an important one is deciding when you may need space from one another. Talk openly with your partner about boundaries you want to set for yourself to focus on important things like work or self-care. Falling in love usually seems just to happen. It's staying in love requires commitment and work. Given its rewards, though, it's well worth the effort. A healthy, secure romantic relationship can serve as an ongoing source of support and happiness in your life, strengthening all aspects of your well-being through good times and bad. By taking steps now to preserve or rekindle your falling in love experience, you can build a meaningful relationship that lasts even for a lifetime. Building a healthy relationship with partners is good for you. It improves your mood, your mental health, and your well-being. Maintaining them is essential. It takes time and commitment. No relationship is perfect, but it must bring you more happiness than stress. No matter where you are on your relationship journey, remember that support is always available. Reach out to a trusted friend, family member, teacher, or elder to share what you are going through. If you find this video helpful, be sure to hit the like button and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.